What's up, kiddos? So, it's been a while since I made a video about these FX80s back here, but I wanted to wait so that I could learn more about the speakers so I could tell you all that I knew about them. But I didn't expect to learn as much as I did about the actual company Fluid Audio. So, I'm letting you guys know now. I got ghosted by Fluid Audio, and I didn't expect it. I thought they were a smaller company. They're looking for endorsees. I like the company. I buy their products, and I have a studio. I figured I'd reach out to them, and maybe they'll say, hey, we'll send you some things, you can try them out and see how you like them. So after 2 years of having these monitors, I finally saw a video from this guy, White Sea Audio. So when I saw his video talking about the new Fluid Image 2s, I reached out to Fluid Audio in the comments of that video. And I said, wow, I would love to try these monitors out in my Dolby Atmos setup. It would be great to hear them. I reached out to you guys like 2 years ago about possibly getting these monitors so that I could try them. Got ghosted. So now I'm reaching back out to them while they're on a live video chat. So they responded in the comments and said, oh, we're sorry about that. We didn't know that happened. You can send us a message and then we'll start talking. I got excited, sent them a message, and everything was fine for a minute. They told me, well, I specifically talked to a guy named Kenneth, who is in charge of the sales and marketing worldwide. And this is the second time that I'd been in contact with a marketing director. Now, Kenneth told me that I guess they let go the guy who was in charge of the account, and they said, yeah, you reached out to us on Instagram. We're locked out of our Instagram account, and that's not working. So I was like, okay. But I was happy that they reached out. So Kenneth told me that he would love to send out something, and to add insult to injury, he said, I would love to come out and see the studio. And I was like, oh, you're more than welcome. We'll give you some Southern hospitality. Come on down. He said he was going to be going to something in Austin in April, and that he would be going to NAMM right after that in Anaheim. So I said, sure, come through. You can see what's up. He said he was going to send me a pair of the Image 2s, and I was going to have them set up for like 2 months, and then he was going to come down here and see them, I guess. Or that's how I had it in my head. He said he would send them, and then he would come later to see it. So, long story short, I get a message saying that shipping has been delayed, and then next thing you know, I send him a message back saying it's fine, just send it to me whenever you can. He said, cool, but I never heard back after that. So I was ghosted for a second time. Now this is the director of sales and marketing worldwide. So this is a consistent thread with them. But it made me realize that Fluid Audio is one of those companies that you're not going to make them happy if you're a small business. They want to get the big businesses. They want to get the big studios. And they're not going to be happy with a small studio that works with small up-and-coming artists. Which made me think, do I really want to endorse anybody who feels that way about my company? So it really changed the way that I saw the company, regardless of the fact that I enjoyed the monitors. I'm looking for an opportunity to get rid of them now, simply because I don't like the way that they treated me. And I feel like if you're going to treat me like that, what's the likelihood that you're going to treat any small studio any better? So we might as well buy the Rockets, which have a lot of the same abilities, or we might as well get the Barefoots or the JBLs that have a lot of the same technology. So just in researching and seeing all the different options, I decided I would rather keep what I have now and upgrade myself whenever I have the availability to do it, as opposed to feeling like I'm indebted to somebody who feels like they're really throwing me a bone every time I try to do something. So it's sort of awkward. The whole reason that I wanted to work with Fluid Audio was because I felt like they were a smaller company and they would support a smaller company. Wrongo. They are trying to get the big fish only. They're not worried about smaller companies, which is very unappeasing to me. I feel like there's so many small studios. There's so many unsigned artists that are out here doing it themselves. And it would be great to get support without having huge followings, huge numbers. And I guess it's sort of a blessing to not have a lot of followers, because I don't have to worry about them saying, okay, we'll send it to you. We'd love to work with you. I get to actually see how they would treat me. So this isn't just an isolated incident, because it's happened twice with the same company with high-ranking officials. Last time I was talking to them, it was another partner. So I don't know how they're getting rid of partners or what's going on. All I know is it's chaos over there. So I'm happy I got the monitors I did, but I had problems. I ended up getting one monitor I had to send back because it was working. If you notice, both of these monitors back here are supposed to have a blue light on them. The blue light is not working except for on this one. They haven't been working for the longest, okay? But that's something that's advertised in them. I also have these monitors up here, which I had issues with a set that I got. And I had to send those back in order to get another set. And it just was not what I expected from the company. I was really hoping that it would be a company that I could root for. And that's why I sent them a message saying that I believe in the company and I want to see them do well, just like I want to see myself do well. So it would be great if we could team up. They're not interested in it. They didn't want to send me some stands for these things. I had to get my own. They didn't want to send me the monitors. I got new stands for the other monitors and installed them in anticipation that I would get those image 2 monitors, but never got them. So why would I spend my hard-earned money to get some monitors that you're not even willing to send me so I can try? Because when I was talking to him, I said I would love to actually try them out, because I talked to him on the phone. I said I would love to try them out. The problem is there's nowhere to try them out. They're not at Guitar Center. They're not anywhere down here. I'm in Texas. And they weren't willing to send it. So I would say to all people who are interested in investing, go with JBO. Go with KRK. Go with Aventone. Go with the myriad of options that you have, but do not use Fluid Audio. They do make quality speakers and monitors, but it's not worth dealing with people who are acting like you're a stepping stone in order to get to a huge client. So that's my 2 cents or $2. But I hope you guys appreciate what I'm saying. And the whole reason I reached out to him, I didn't even tell you guys, because I have a Dolby Atmos rig. So I told them I have a Dolby Atmos rig and I'm trying to put all their monitors in a Dolby Atmos rig. They don't care. So, yeah, just invest in a big company, because if they care, great. But if they don't care, you're not expecting them to care. So, yep, that's all I have to say. This is Studio Vo and Troy Leonardo saying if you're going to try to endorse a company, make sure that the company actually wants to endorse you first. Be safe, y'all. So the plot thickens like Charles Dickens. I got a message from Fluid Audio after I posted a reel in part 1 talking about everything that happened, and they sent me a message. Kenneth sent me a message saying, hey, so everything got tied up in Chicago. We're trying to send you another pair in Austin that you can go check out. And all of our dealers bought up the stuff. Hey, that has nothing to do with the fact that you guys didn't contact me back. Has nothing to do that you guys talked to me on the phone and you didn't want to call me after this all happens. Like, you guys completely ghosted me, and then once I start posting something about it, then you want to say something. And that's exactly what I was talking about at first. You guys only respect these studios that are actually out and posting and doing stuff, as opposed to the smaller studios. So I really feel like it's one of those things where you're trying to, like my dad used to say, cover your ass. But you're not even trying to honor what you said you were going to do. I didn't ask you for a 7.1.4 setup. I asked you to send me 2 monitors that I could try out with my setup. And they're still not going to do that. They're going to send them to Austin as a comp out to say, hey, we sent them to you. Hey, I don't want the monitors. I don't want any more fluid audio stuff. I appreciate the fact that you guys are trying to rectify the situation, but it can't be rectified as far as I'm concerned, because it's happened multiple times and it's always somebody else's fault. There's never accountability. It's never a sorry, and we should do better. So the bottom line is, I've purchased everything in this studio. I'm not looking for handouts. I'm just trying to find companies that want to grow with my company. If you guys have integrity as artists, as producers, as engineers, as studio owners or builders, stick to your morals. If you know that you've done everything right, then don't try to slum down just because somebody's going to offer you something. Y'all can keep your monitors. If I can afford some nicer monitors, I'll buy nicer monitors myself, as opposed to feeling like I'm indebted to somebody who doesn't even want to send them to me like they gave me their word to do. So stay vigilant, you guys. Keep investing in yourselves. Keep investing in your crafts. And don't allow your morals to be compromised over small little things. Just wait.